update, week number 2. So in this video, I'm going to just be sharing with you what my calorie goals are, what my workout plan is going to be. Then we're going to head up to the gym and do the workouts, and I'll also be sharing with you some of the food that I'm going to be eating this week. You saw my grocery haul in the previous video. If you missed it, I'll post it over here or over here. It'll be up here somewhere where you can go back and kind of see what I'm going to be sticking with. I am going to be reducing my sugar. I don't really eat a lot of sugar anyway, but I'm just going to try and take in as little sugar as I possibly can. Most of the time, the sugar that I do take in is a hidden sugar per se. Like right now, I do have a pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin spice. It's pumpkin spice season. Sugar-free pumpkin spice coffee creamer. Usually in my coffee, excuse me, I'll use whipping cream and a little bit of sugar-free syrup, but in a lot of foods that we eat, there are going to be hidden as sugar. So for the workout plan that I'm going to be following is going to be a Monday and a Thursday is going to be lower body, and Tuesdays and Fridays is going to be upper body, taking off Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, the workout will probably end up being something like just stretching for flexibility, and maybe doing some walks from 5 to 10,000 steps on those particular days. Like I said, this is just a recomp journey that I'm on. I'm not really going to be obsessing over my body, obsessing over weight. I think women in this age, we're just grateful to be alive and healthy. So we just want to be the best that we possibly can be, and that's what I am on the journey of. So also my calorie intake is going to be about, I'm thinking like 1,600 calories, and with a protein goal of about 150 grams of protein per day. Now that's typically more protein than I have been eating, and based on all of my research, that's a good number to actually be in order to sort of recomp my body, to get rid of belly fat and increase muscle. I'm really on the journey to get stronger and to lose the back fat for my body. Now I'm 5'10", and I'm probably weighing around 195. My scale died on me, but that's kind of like my current weight. Probably, I'm hoping there's no more than that, but we'll see. So I think that's about it for now. Gonna head up to the gym. I'm a morning person, so I like to get my workouts done in the morning. I'm probably gonna spend about an hour each time that I go up, and no more than that. And like I said, we're not in here to try and be a bodybuilder. I'm just trying to get the best, be the best that I can possibly be. So I'll probably do about 40-minute strength training and maybe 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, whether it be on the row machine, which will be sort of like a full body, and it's also going to help my back, or get on the treadmill at an incline of 12 at a speed of 3 for about 20 to 30 minutes. So that's going to be my routine this week. I will also be preparing meals, and later in the video you'll see some of the meals that I've prepared, and I think that's about it for now. So let's head up to the gym. After walking up 13 flights of stairs just to get to the gym, I didn't need an additional warm-up. So when I walked in, I saw that the Smith machine was available, and I was really excited about that because I had already planned out what my circuit was going to be. Before actually coming to the gym, maybe the day before, I did watch a lot of YouTube videos about the Smith machine to really get some understanding on what the best exercises are for using this machine. But I will tell you this. The first time that you use it, I probably needed a spotter just to check my form because I was really feeling off balance. You can see here in the video that the poles are wobbly, but I'm sure the more that I do the exercises, the better that I'll get. So in my circuit I came up with, I did kind of like 3 sets of 10
of all of these exercises. Now, my form on the squats definitely needs some improvement. After watching the videos back, plus then going to watch the YouTube videos, I noticed that my knees were going over my toes a little bit, and that's a no-no. So I need to push my butt back in order to maintain form. So after I finished the Smith machine, I did go and do some Bulgarian split squats. I did 3 sets of 10 on the left and the right, and man, was that a booty burn. I rounded out the circuit with doing some leg extensions, and I typically do leg extensions all the time, but on this particular day I said I'm going to up my weight. I'm really going to focus on my form, and I think the next time that I do leg extensions I'll add a little cross behind the ankle for an additional booty burn. So what workout is complete without doing a little bit of abs and core workout? So I kind of rounded out the workout here with doing some medicine ball ab work. The medicine ball is about 10 pounds. I started off with some overhead leg extension sit-ups, followed up by some Russian twists. And then after the Russian twist, I did some Pilates 100. I did 3 sets of these. I set my timer for about 30 seconds on each of those exercises. And then I concluded the workout with 20 minutes on the treadmill at a 12 incline and a speed of 3. Whew, that's it.
Okay, the lower body workout is complete. I'll be doing some variation of all those exercises on Mondays and Thursdays. The Smith machine, really first time using that. I kept the weights kind of light because I felt really wobbly. I just got to watch some more YouTube videos and figure out if the bar should be like right kind of on my neck or a little bit lower. I just felt off balance on some of those, but I guess I'll get better as time goes on. So now I'm gonna go upstairs and try and get a 40 to 50 gram of protein breakfast. One other thing that I did want to share with you that I've known for quite some time when it comes to lifting weights, you wanna have some flat shoes on. So let me show you what I'm wearing. These kind of like this. These are like Pumas. You don't really want to be wearing running shoes because they have that bounce in them, and when you're lifting those weights you want to kind of be flat. So that's just another little tip. So let's go get some breakfast.
So let's get into this breakfast. I'm going to be making some that's protein oatmeal. I'm going to start off with just some old-fashioned oats, about a half of a cup. That's the serving size that it says. And then I'm going to add in 1 scoop of this creatine, which is great for after workout muscle recovery. It comes with this little scoop, and that scoop is probably about a teaspoon. It doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't smell like anything. And that's the same that goes for this collagen. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of this collagen, but it is protein packed as well, so it's gonna help you with trying to get as much protein as you can. I don't really like whey protein powder, so I'm just going to be using this vegan plant-based protein powder that I get from Wegmans. It's pretty clean. I'm also going to be adding about a teaspoon of these chia seeds and 2 tablespoons of walnuts. Now, some people like to add their chia seeds and walnuts and other seeds after. Sometimes I'll add them before I cook the oatmeal or after. It doesn't really matter. It's my oatmeal. It's your oatmeal. Do whatever it is that you like. So I'm just adding a little bit of sunflower seeds. I'm going to put in some coconut milk along with some additional water, put it on the stove and stir it up for approximately 5 minutes until it gets to the thickness that you like. And then I'm adding another protein source here, which is a 1/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt. And once you stir all that up, you're still only going to be able to taste really the oatmeal and maybe the protein powder, depending on, what kind of protein powder that you use. So I like to top off my protein with some gluten-free cranberry and cashew granola. And that is about it. That is breakfast. 521 calories, 43 grams of protein with 51 carbs. As I mentioned to you before, I really like to front load my calories and my protein to get it out of the
So
way.
those proteins kept me pretty full for about 4 hours. So now I'm going to eat some lunch. I'm going to make me 2 tacos. And I'm going to be using these Egg Life Garden Salsa egg white wraps as my tortilla, whatever. And for the meat, I'm going to be taking some tuna. I know you're going to think this is crazy, but it really tastes good, and you don't even really notice the tuna flavor. I'm going to take some tuna and throw in some taco seasoning and some cheese. Greek yogurt is going to be my sour cream for a little bit more added protein. I do have some chunky salsa and some spinach. I was thinking about adding some beans. I'm just a little afraid I don't have my Beano on hand, so I may just leave those off right now because I don't feel like having an irritated stomach. So I'll show you what this is going to look like in just a sec. So this is the tuna. I've added the salsa and the taco seasoning, and I'm going to just zap it in the microwave for probably about 30 seconds to a minute. And then I'm just going to put it on my little egg wraps. Put some cheese on it, and more yogurt, and some spinach. So here is the tuna, and I assure you that if you don't like tuna, you think it smells or tastes too fishy, then you won't even taste the tuna taste here. You're not going to get that. So I only use maybe about a tablespoon or 2 of the taco seasoning. But you can use as much as you like if you have other salsas or whatever. This is just how I make mine. And then I'm just going to shred some of this cheese. Just a little bit here. Now, if you're dairy free, then hey, I guess shred your vegan cheese or go without. But I still eat cheese. I love cheese. I don't think I'll ever be giving it up. And then we're just going to put a dollop of sour cream. So I'm just going to put probably 1/4 of a cup. And I think, not a 1/4. Is it a 1/4? Let me see. Yeah, about 1/4 of a cup. That's about it. I'm eyeballing it. Of course, I need to be measuring precisely, but hey, I'm not. So here is my lunch. 2 tacos. That's probably a little bit more sour cream than I need, but hey, sour cream yogurt, whatever. I added a little bit more salsa on mine. And look at that taco, that protein taco. Where the carbs at, honey? Where the carbs? Ain't none. Now, one thing I do want to say. I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record, but if you're new to watching this and you missed the whole spiel about why I'm eating a lot of egg wraps, is because I'm gluten intolerant. But if you're not gluten intolerant and you can eat the keto wraps or the low carb wraps, there are some protein wraps, especially at Aldi, that can give you another, I want to say, another 15 grams of protein in the wrap alone. Like these particular egg wraps are only 6 grams. And I'm going to flash here on the screen in just a minute what the calories for this meal is, the carb intake, as well as the protein. So that's it for my lunch. I'm going to go finish enjoying my day. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to make for dinner. But I can guarantee you, between breakfast, eating the protein, and eating these
tuna tacos, I'm probably up to close to 95 grams of protein. So that's what I mean when I say I'm going to front load my protein, try and get it out of the way in the first 2 meals so that at the end of the evening, I don't have to, kind of be drinking a whole lot of protein shakes and stuff like that. But anywho, that's it. So I'll see you at dinner. It is dinner time, and the time has kind of gotten away from me, so now I'm going to have my makeshift, quote, Chick-fil-A kind of dinner. You can see here I'm going to be making a protein shake. I have my peanut butter powder. I have my protein powder, a couple tablespoons of collagen, some fruit. I'm going to add a little bit of coconut milk, and for dinner, I'm just going to have this real good, about 5 ounces of this real good chicken nuggets, 23 grams of protein, 3 net carbs. Yeah, it is processed, but like I said, I'm not trying to be strict. I'm just trying to be better than I was before. And then I'm just going to mix up here some broccoli slaw. So let me get on with that. And like I said, I think the serving size for 23 grams of protein is 4 ounces. This is going to be about almost 5. Okay, here's the finished product. Yes, we're going to slather it in some hot sauce. Yeah, that's what we're going to do here. So I got my little shake. It's got the fruits in there. And this is the salad dressing that I use. I only use about 2 tablespoons. I get this from Aldi. It's an avocado ranch. Calories are low, 35. Carbs is only 2. Protein 1. Pretty clean ingredients. And then so I just took 2 tablespoons of this dressing, and then I really like balsamic vinegar. Mix those 2 together to make my salad dressing. So that's it for dinner.
It is upper body day today. So just got the shower and I'm gonna head up to the gym for, like I said, upper body. Really, it's just going to be back day because that's where my issues are the most, is the back fat. Ciao. So I noticed, well, not I noticed, but some of you may have noticed yesterday and may be wondering, well, I see that you didn't really warm up before you worked out yesterday. Well, I do warm up, because I walk up 13 flights to get to the gym. So that's my warm up there. So my focus is going to be on probably the cable machine for the most part, if no one is on it. And I'm also going to go back to the Smith machine to do some arm workout, because I really want to get stronger and be able to do more push-ups and at least, honey, 1 pull-up. Right now, I can't do nothing, but I'm going to use the Smith machine to kind of hopefully strengthen that. So yeah, that's what we're about to do, getting ready to finish getting dressed and going up to the gym.
Made it up to the gym, and it is always pretty empty in the morning, and so the Smith machine was available. I use the Smith machine to work on my push-ups and my pull-ups, and this is the first exercise of the morning, and you can see your girl is struggling. Had to even stop and take a break after 5 or 6 push-ups, but I continued on to do my 3 sets of 10 before I switched over to do this exercise that I found on Instagram that supposedly will help strengthen my arms to be able to do the 1 pull-up, which is my goal after the 8 weeks. So I did 3 sets of 10 of that before I moved on to the last exercise that I did on the Smith machine, and that's just doing some barbell pulls. You could either do the barbell or use 2 dumbbells. I had usually been using the dumbbells, but I decided to do the barbell on this particular day. So that was the last exercise on the Smith machine before I went over to the lat pull down. And with the lat pull down, this particular machine, you can do 2 different variations. And I started off with the wide grip pull down using the long bar, and then after my sets were done with that, then I switched over and started pulling back from the center, as you can see right here. I think for me, the pull down, I felt more of the stretch that I did right here, but I'm just gonna have to pay attention to my form in the future. After I did all of the lat pull downs there, I went over to the cable machine and did a one arm pull down, once again doing the left and the right, 3 sets of 10, and I really felt that stretch on the side. I can't really wait to get rid of all that back fat, bra fat that's all hanging there. So I really got to stay focused and do all of these exercises, probably more than 3 times 10. Probably need to increase it to 4 times 10. Almost done. So next up, we went over to the rowing machine where I rowed myself to the finish line because this workout is complete. So this is going to be the variations that I'm going to be doing on Tuesdays and Fridays. That damn rowing machine about took me out. It was only 15 minutes, but I swear it felt like 2 hours. But even though I'm exhausted from the rowing machine, honey, my back absolutely loved the workout, I'm sure. So this is the upper body day. I'll be doing a variation of these same exercises on Friday, whether I use the cable machine or dumbbells, kettlebells. It just depends on who's in the gym and what is currently available for me to use. One other thing that I wanted to address, you know, I don't have a pre-workout. I don't eat anything. I work out fasted because whenever I do either take a protein shake or just eat anything, it just seems like I'm just feeling really full and sluggish during my workout. So I don't know if that's good or bad to work out fasted, but that's what I do. That's it. So upstairs we go, or downstairs. One of them, we're going to eat breakfast. Okay, back home, about to make breakfast, and this is something that I haven't really mentioned about how much water I'm drinking. I think this thing here holds, I want to say it's 40 ounces, and I drink anywhere from 2 to 3 of these a day. And this morning for breakfast, I'm just going to make a scramble. We have 3 eggs, which is 5, 10, 15 grams of protein. 1 link of this chicken sausage is 20. I'm going to add in a half a cup of this cottage cheese, and that's 13. So that's going to be 33 grams of protein here. Spinach and an apple. And then I'm going to combine it with just a protein shake. Not in the blender today, just going to use my little cup here. So this is 17. I'm only going to use about half a serving of this in case I need to add it later. So that's 27. And this is 6. So that's 33. So what did I say this was? 33, 43, 53. Man, this may be really a really heavy 60 grams. Okay, here it is. My protein shake and my eggs and apples. So a lot of times I get questions, people wanting to know, well, what does cottage cheese and eggs taste like? Nothing. You can't really taste that. But it's a great source of protein. Now I can't eat cottage cheese by itself with like fruit and nuts on it. But mixed in with eggs, yeah, I eat that. This is a great high protein breakfast, and all the information will be posted right here. That's it for breakfast. So I'll see you for lunch. It's dinner time. Dinner for me is somewhere between noon and 6, so it's around 3 o'clock. I'm still full from breakfast, but I'm going to go ahead and cook this anyway. So I have this chicken. It's been marinating in some like lemon and garlic and other seasonings. I'm not going to cook it all at once today because I'm going to cook some for kebabs tomorrow. But I'm probably going to have just maybe about 2 or 3 of these little duo potatoes, and then I'm just going to saute the squash, zucchini, and peppers, and probably just a little bit of olive oil, and that is gonna be my dinner. So this chicken breast is gonna end up being about 7 ounces, and I have to look up and see how much protein that is considered, but I thought about cutting it in half, but I'm gonna just eat the whole thing. So according to the back, it says it's about 80 calories for about 4 or 5, 15 carbs, 2 grams of protein. So this is like 4 little potatoes. So I'm just going to that I cut up, and I'm just going to season them and dump them in the air fryer. So for these vegetables, I just toss them lightly in some Italian dressing, and then I'm just going to saute them in here. There's my chicken looking really good. Time's up on these potatoes. I'm just going to dump them in here where I had the vegetables. There's a little bit of Italian dressing left over. And I'm just going to mix these up, get a little flavor on there. One thing about me, I haven't completely given up all butters and eating food dry, so I guess I'll have to work on that. But this is the potatoes, veggies, got enough browning on them for my taste. Chicken sitting over here waiting on me. I already bit off a piece, so let me plate this up. Just finishing up getting my second water here. This 7 ounces of chicken ends up being 54 grams of protein. There is my veggies and my potatoes. If I had a personal trainer, he probably would tell me that the food is shining too much, meaning it's got too much little Kerrygold butter or too much little oils or too much Italian dressing. But like I said, I'm trying to be better, not perfect, and I'm not being a bodybuilder, so I'm about to tear this up. So tearing this food up, and for the critics, no, this is not the headband from this morning. It's not the sweaty headband. I changed it. You can see it's the same hairstyle, but I'm at home today, so I'm looking any kind of way. But there it is. It's a lot of food. And I don't like to eat 4 and 5, 6 times a day. I really barely like to eat this much food, but I'm going to do it to try and see if all of this hype of more protein and do this and do that will work. Let me eat my dinner before it gets cold, and I'll see you all later tonight maybe, if I do eat something else, or in the morning. I do want to say this. Your girl is tired. That rowing machine broke me down so bad I had to take a nap. I am physically sore. I'm so glad. Tomorrow is rest day, and tomorrow I'll just probably be walking, but yeah. That's it. Let's get into this food. A good food dance. Okay, I'm missing about 20 grams of protein to meet my goal, so I'm just gonna throw together this little wrap. I showed you the other day the Egg Life that was, I think it was, that I had with the tacos. But this is a flavor, the garden and herb egg wrap. I'm gonna just throw in a piece of turkey, piece of pepper jack cheese, some spinach, a tomato. And I know, you know, this has a lot of calories. Mayo for let me see, 1 tablespoon is 60. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon of mayo and just put on some pepper. I'm going to have to look and see if there's some, if the guy that makes the barbecue sauce also makes mayo. But yeah, this is going to round out my last meal of the day. See you in the morning. I need to be eating carrots and not chips, but, you know, sometimes it be like that.
Morning, good people. It's Wednesday, rest day. Thank the Lord. Honey, that roller took me out so bad last night. I went to bed early last night. But today is a rest day, meaning it's not going to be a heavy weight day, but I am going to get out in nature. It's about 6:30. I'm going to get out here and maybe go for like a 5-mile walk. Get some air in my lungs. It's like 38 degrees up here. And that's pretty much going to be it. Just the walk and some stretching. I'm probably going to cut down on my calories a little bit today since I'm not really going to be exerting a lot of energy, and cut down on some carbs. Breakfast will probably be another high protein breakfast, and I'll probably eat another dinner, which will be about 3 o'clock. And then if I do eat dinner, it'll be probably something like I ate last night. So yeah, that's it for the workout today. Anything else I'm missing? No, I guess not. So let me just get my coat on, get my sneaks on, hit the streets. When I tell you this winter arc is arcing, baby, it is cold out here. It's probably like 36 degrees, and I forgot to put on my socks. My toes are freezing. I'm probably about 0.25 miles in, 4.75 to go. But hey, that's what we gotta do if we want to reach our goals. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta be consistent. We gotta trust the process. And that's what I'm doing. So it's gonna warm up a little bit. So what are you out here doing for your fitness goals, to reach your winter arc fitness goal, or your winter arc financial goal, or whatever your goal is? Drop me a comment below and let me know what you're doing to meet your goals today. A lot of times when I'm out walking, I don't necessarily listen to music or anything, because I like to walk in silence and listen to God's voice, get some direction on what I need to be doing. And then today, while I'm out on this walk, God reminded me of something that happened this year, or all the trials that I went through this year, and told me to share them with you all in hopes of encouraging or inspiring you to keep going. Because for me, the first 9 months of this year was really terrible. I had a business that closed, and I'm not going to go into details about that, but I did post a video about that business that I'll put a link in this video right here. And then I had a second business that's pretty much, good morning, on life support. And for 9 months, January through September, I couldn't get a contract. I couldn't land even a corporate job. I probably sent out over 200 resumes because I was thinking, hey, maybe I'll just go back and try and look for something in corporate instead of continuing on as a business owner for almost 30 years. Couldn't even get a corporate job. So of course I was feeling worthless, like I was gonna basically be 55 and homeless or on the street. You know how your mind kind of takes you into all these places that it's not even real, but you start to think that the situation is gonna go and spiral out of control. So yeah, that's what my mind had taken me completely out of control. thinking all kind of negative thoughts until the moment that I decided to surrender. So I surrendered to God and said, you know what, God? I'm not applying for another job. I'm not sending out another email. I'm not calling another single person, asking them if they know of anyone that needs this or needs that. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to just surrender to your will, and whatever that will is what it's going to be. So that's what I did. Fast forward to technically when the winter arc started, October the 1st, God opened up the doors of the windows of heaven, and contracts just started flooding my way. So much so that I could barely even keep up with the demand, even though I had not made really any money all year long. God ended up blessing me with more than I could have ever imagined just in the month of October alone. Also during this time of October, I lost, I wouldn't even say I lost a relationship. Just God opened my eyes and said, you know what? That ain't it. And you're better than that. And so I let that go. So in conclusion, what I just want to say to you all is trust the process. Stop trying to do everything in your own strength and surrender and let God lead the way and have his way in your situation. So that's it for now. Gotta keep on walking. I'm about halfway through the walk. Probably about a half a mile from home, where the walk couldn't be completed unless I make a pit stop at a grocery store. I don't know why every time I walk past Wegmans, I gotta go in here. Oh well, we'll stop the clock and keep on walking.
Remove all items from the scanner sample. Skip $7.99. $8.49.
Had to get some more real good chicken and some protein shakes. So now I'm on the home stretch. Only have about half a mile to go. So let's get it done. I'm back from my 5-mile walk, and you'll see my stats right here. I did have to make a pit stop into Wegmans. I didn't have to, but since I was walking past it, why not? But today's breakfast is going to be the same that I had yesterday. My cottage cheese eggs with spinach and a chicken sausage link. That's like 38 grams of protein. No protein shake this morning. I'll probably have that a little bit later. I have a half of an apple and a very small banana. So that's it for this morning's meal. This is much better today than it was yesterday. I added a little bit of extra seasoning, honey. This is hitting. I'm still a little hungry after eating my cottage cheese eggs. So I'm going to make a parfait. I'm going to use some Greek yogurt. We have probably a tablespoon of this granola, some sunflower seeds, tablespoon of flaxseed, or is it a teaspoon? It's going to be a tablespoon of flax seeds, tablespoons of chia seeds, tablespoon of walnuts, and some ground cinnamon. So here is my parfait. Instead of using a tablespoon of all of the things that I just mentioned, I only use a teaspoon. And then I don't have any raspberries or strawberries, so I'm just going to put on just a few, maybe 4 or 5 of these 50% less sugar cranberries. And that will be my little late morning snack.
So guess what time it is? It is a dinner time. As you can see, it's about 3:30, and even though I'm not really that hungry after eating my mid-morning parfait, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my dinner just so I can get it out of the way and be eating and done by 6 or 7. So what am I having? I'm going to be making some chicken kebabs. And so yeah, let me just flip the camera around. Okay, so here's how this is going to go down. I have my zucchini and peppers here that I have sprinkled a little bit of Italian dressing on, along with some salt-free table blend seasoning. So I'm going to add some pineapples to the kebab. This is the chicken that was marinating for probably a day or two. Then I'm going to have a combination of white and brown rice cooked in some chicken broth. So here is the finished product. I'm just going to put a little bit of this pecan liquid smoke on there, honey. Just a little bit more of this wishbone Italian dressing, and then we're going to put them on my indoor grill. Let's check on the kebabs. Ooh, looking pretty good. Yummy. Okay, this is my dinner. It took so long because I was doing multiple things that I guess it is going to be my dinner. I do have about a half a cup of rice. This sauce that I kind of whipped up with some sugar-free barbecue sauce, a little bit of Bang Bang avocado, low-calorie salad dressing. Okay, this was 8 ounces of chicken. So this meal ends up being about 55 grams of protein, which puts my daily total right now at about 120, 125. So I'm still a little short because I really didn't eat a full lunch. I just had that parfait earlier. So probably going to end up having to drink a protein shake or have, maybe some chicken and an egg wrap in order to kind of get as close as I can between that 140 to 150. So we'll see if I'm going to be chowing down in a couple hours. Good as always, the happy dance. I just finished eating my kebabs. I'm extremely full, but I'm still lacking about 20 grams of protein. So I'm going to whip up a little protein brownie really quickly in this glass bowl, zap it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes, and then that will be it for the night. So I'm not really going to take you step by step. I'm going to save that for another video, but these are all of the ingredients. I'm just basically going to be using like tablespoon size of almond flour, the collagen, the protein powder, peanut butter powder, cocoa powder, baking powder, vanilla, some butter, an egg, a little bit of gluten-free flour, some chocolate chips. Oh yeah, and then just a little bit of this coconut milk. So let me just whip that up really quickly in this bowl. Okay, so this is the finished product before it goes into the microwave. So I'm going to put it in the microwave, and then we're going to come back and eat a little bit of it. This is at least 2 to 3 servings, and it should be delish. After 2 minutes in the microwave, this is the finished product. And of course, you could add whipped topping or some kind of drizzle on it. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I noticed you didn't put any sugar in it. No, I didn't add any additional sugar. I think the little sugar that's in the protein powder is sufficient for me. So let's just cut it and take a bite. And here is the finished product, or the finished brownie, cake, whatever you want to call it. It is definitely moist. You can see it does have a bounce back. So this is going to wrap up this week's video. I know it was a lot that was going on. I want to thank you for watching. I want to send a special shout out to Inspiration Studio, Janetta, Keisha Marie. I think it was Keisha. Yeah, Keisha Marie and DP1202 for the kind words that you posted in last week's video. I hope that you are out there, making your winter arc goals a reality. And anyone else, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the food that I'm cooking or the workout routine? Because tomorrow which will be Thursday and Friday. It's just going to be a repeat of Monday and Tuesday and so forth. So in next week's video, I'm really going to be focusing in on the food and just sharing with you some of my recipes for making protein breads and some more snacks and all of that. So yeah, drop me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you found it to be quite entertaining or informative. So I'll see you next week.